Today's topic is squares and square roots. Now, what are the square numbers and what do we mean by square numbers? Square numbers, definitely I have written few square numbers I've written over here, but how do we get these numbers? A square means A into A. Therefore, 9 square is 9 into 9, that is 81. So in this way we get the square numbers. So from 1 to 20 the square numbers are given over here, where we have multiplied the same number with the same number and we get the square numbers. Say 2 square is 2 into 2, 3 square is 3 into 3, and we get these numbers. If we observe the first column, the units place of the first column, then we will see in the units place we get 1, 4, 9, 6, 5 and 0. These are the numbers in the units place. Whereas in the square of 2-digit number also we get 1, 4, 9, 6, 5. Again we get 0. So these numbers are only there in the units place. Units place we get numbers like 0, 1, 2 we don't get, 2 we did not get, we did not get 3, we got 4, we get 5, we get 6, 8 we don't get, 7 we don't get, and we get 9. So the 6 digits which we get in the units place is 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. 991 is not divisible by 2 because it is not even, not by 3. Here we are going to use the divisibility rule for checking with the whether it is divisible by any of the prime numbers or not. But actually 991 is a prime number itself, so it is not divisible by any other prime number. Therefore, this number is not a square number. So 3964 is not a square number. Next we have 5805. Definitely it is ending with 5, so it will be divisible by 5. We know if the number is ending with, in the units place, if we have 0 or 5, it is divisible by 5. Now, if we add the numbers 1161, if we add, we get 9. So, it is divisible by 3. We get 387. 387, if we again check by the divisibility rule of 3, that means we have to add 3, 8 and 7, we get 18, which is divisible by 3. So this again gets divided by 3 and we get 129. 129 again gets divisible by 3 and we get 43. 43 is a prime number. That means this particular number which is ending with 5 is also not a square number. So every number which ends with all these 6 digits, or which has these 6 digits in its units place, may not be a square number. Now let us take another number, 3249, to find out the square root. Because 9 is there in the units place, we will first find out by adding the digits whether it is divisible by 3 or not. Yes, it is divisible by 3, so we are dividing it with 3 by 3. Again it is divisible by 3, as we are adding we get 12. It is divisible by 3, so we get 361. 361. 361 is a square number. 19 into 19 is 361. Therefore, square root of 3249 is equals to 3 into 19, that is 57. Now for this you need to remember or memorize square numbers till 25. In this sum, it is asked that what should be multiplied with this number to the least number, what should be multiplied to make it a perfect square. For this we have to find out the factors. It is an even number. It is not a square number. It can be understood by the units place, because no square number ends with 8. So 504 we get, again it is divisible by 2. We get 252, again it is divisible by 2. We get 146, which is again divisible by 2. We get 73, and 73 is a prime number. So what is the least number which should be divisible by 70, which should be divisible by this particular number to make it a square number? It should be 73 only, because we need another 73 to make it a perfect square. We have 2 sets of 2's, but 73 is there, which is a prime number. So this number should be multiplied with 73. It may be asked, what number should 1008 will get divided to make it a perfect square? In that case also the answer will be 73. So first thing we have to find out the prime factors. We have to find out which number is not repeated, which prime factor is not repeated twice. We have to either multiply or divide the given number by that number to make it a perfect square. Now let us find out which number 2592 should be divided by to make it a perfect square. This is an even number, so we are dividing it with 2. We get 1296. Again we divide it by 2. We get 648. Again it is an even number, so we are dividing with 2. We get 324. 324 is a is a square number, so we can directly divide it by 18 and find out the unpaired number. The factors are 2 into 2 into 2 into 18 into 18. So the first two are paired. 18 into 18, it's a paired number. So the unpaired number is this 2. So 2592 should be multiplied by 2, or it should be divided by 2 to give a perfect square number. Now we are going to find out by which number 1008 should be divided or multiplied to give a perfect square number. Because it is an even number, we divide it by 2, we get 504. Again it gets divisible by 2, we get 252. Again it gets divisible by 2, we get 126. Again it gets divisible by 2, we get 63. And 63 gets divisible by 3, we get 21. 21 again gets divisible by 3, we get 7. So here if you notice, you will see you get two sets of 2. What are the factors? Let us write them, then only I will explain. So we get 4 2s, 2 3s and 1 7. So we get 4 2s, 2 3s and 1 7. That means 7 is the only factor which is not having a pair. Therefore, the number should be either multiplied or divided by 7. So if we multiply 108 by 7, we get 7056, and if we divide 108 by 7, we get 1 4 and when we find out the square root of 7056, we get 84. Again, if you divide 108 by 7, we get 144, which is also a square number, which is equals to 12. So it is found that a number when divided by the unpaired prime factor or multiplied by the unpaired prime factor, we get square numbers. Now we will find out square root of a mixed fraction. 9 whole number 67 by 121, which we change into improper fraction. That is the first step to find out the square root. It becomes 1156 by 121. 121 is a square number. 11 into 11 is 121. So we are going to find out the square root of 1156 by prime factorization method. Once we solve it by prime factorization method, we get 2 2s and 2 17s. So 17 into 17 is 289 and 2 into 2 is 4. So the square root of 1056 by 121 is equals to 17 into 2 by 11, that is 34 by 11. When you change it back to mixed fraction, it becomes 3 in whole number 1 by 11. Now we will learn square root by division method. We have a square number 729 and we have to find out square root of 729 by division method, not by prime factorization. Here the first step is to find out the pair. Because it is a square number, so we will take 2 digits in consideration from the units place. So whenever we are going to bring this number or deal with this number, we are going to deal with 29 together. Again 7 is there is no digit in front, we can put a 0 and make it a 2-digit number. So 07 is 2 numbers which we are going to deal together. This is the first step. The second step is to find out a square number which is less than the first pair of number. Here the first pair is 7. So a square number less than 7 is 2 into 2, which gives 4. So less than 7 we get 2 into 2. This is the second step to find the square number. Then similar to division, we will subtract and we get 3 out here. Next number is 29. We have to deal with both the numbers, whether it is 29 or whether it is 09. So we bring 29 down. Next we are going to double the quotient. Whatever the quotient is, this is the place where we write the quotient. So we will double the quotient and we get 4. If 8 is over here, we will get 16. We may get double digit. So here we got 4. Now the last step is a very interesting step. We have to think of a square number which will end with 9. As we get 329, we will try to find a number which when multiplied with the same number to give 9. Now we know that 3 into 3 is 9, again 7 into 7 is 49. Both of their square numbers are ending with 9. So let us try with 7 only, because 3 into 4 is 12. So let us try with 7. 7 sevens are 49. 28 plus 4 is 329. So we get 7 and we will write 47 into 7, that gives us 329. So the quotient or the square root of 729 is 27. So 27 square is 729. So I repeat from the beginning. The very first step, we have to find out the 2 digits to be considered from the units place and put a bar on top. Because 7 was a single digit, we put a 0 and make it double. Second step is to find out a square number which is less than the first number. The number will be 2-digit number. Then we will subtract like ordinary division and double the quotient and write it here. This is the fourth step, to double the quotient and write. Then we will find out a square number which when multiplied gives us the given number, and thus we arrive to our answer. We take another number, 9604. We put bar over two numbers. So our first step is completed. Second step, we will find out a square number less than 96, and that is 9 into 9, 81. We get 15. We bring down 04, and then we double 9 and write it on the left side. So that becomes our divisor. Now we are going to think of a number which, when multiplied by the same number, think of a units place, which when multiplied by the same number and we get 4 in the units place. So it can be 2, it can be 8. With 2, if you multiply 1, it becomes 2. So let us try with 8 only. 8 8s are 64. 6, again 64 plus 6 is 70. 8 1s are 8 plus 7 is 15. So with 8, we get 1504. So square root of 9604 is 98. Square root of 9604 is 98.